Ayun, we are live. We are live. Are we live? Nakikita na po ba tayo ng ng mga madlang kaibigan natin sa mga nanonood sa atin sa YouTube channel natin?
Ayan na, sir.
Ayan, so narinig ko na yung sarili ko. Parang nag-feedback. Parang uulit yung sinasabi ko. Yan, good afternoon po sa lahat. Check lang natin. Kaya pala, nakabukas yung isa pang YouTube channel ko. Kaya nag-feedback yung naglo-loop back yung audio. Ayan po, maayos na. Narinig na ako na maayos. Ayan, so shout out sa ating mga naunang mga kaibigan dito sa mga nanonood sa ating How Online Brand Stand Out this 2020. Shout out to Mr. Hugo. Ang aga-aga niya, siya yung pinakaunang nandito sa loob.
Hi, Mr. Hugo.
Yeah, so 3:04 nandito na siya agad. And then shout out to our friends na si Jennifer Antonio Agustin. I hope meron siyang closed caption. Alam ko naka-on yung closed captions ito. I'm not sure kung anong nangyari kay YouTube, kung paano siya pinapractice. Pero we tried our best for doing this. Another one would be this one. Sino po ba ito mga bago natin? Yan, hi kay Ma'am Manalyn Pateros from Butuan City. Tama ba yung pronounce ko noon? Kay Ma'am Sally Valenzona. Good afternoon po. Adele Nadres. Parang pamilya sa akin ito pangalan na ito. Parang ma-attend na ito palagi sa ating mga sessions. Si Ma'am Cherry Panibarat from Carmen, North Cotabato, Philippines. Wow, ang lalapit niyo. Ito, mas malapit. Ito, Apple, mas malapit. Si Gray Matter 923 from Riyadh.
Wow, good afternoon po sa Riyadh.
Yan. Ang lapit nila. Yan. Si Sir Rodrigo Dolorosa, yan, familiar sa akin yung pangalan niya, parang nakausap ko na ito si Sir Rodrigo. Si Ma'am Cherry Ule, si Regine Perez, Jari Pereña, Nancy Austria, Dave Beljoy, Sumera Rempilio. Sorry po kung baka nagkamali ako ng pronunciation. Ayan. Si Ma'am Janet D. Milares, Noreen Celario. Ayan. So, ang dami nang dumarating. Ayan po. Si Ma'am Melanie Landasan from Davao City. Sir Christian Soriano, Albert Quiros, watching from Cainta. Ayan. So, ang dami na nila. Si Ma'am Erlyn, siya ay taga Iligan City Division. Ayan.
Wow, Iligan City, the land of waterfall, if I'm not mistaken.
Anong mayroon doon sa land of waterfall? Hindi ko alam yan. Sige nga, para matutugin ako.
Marami sila waterfall.
Talaga? Hindi ko alam yon. Pero nakakatawa. Baka one day sana makapunta ako dyan. Yan, meron pa tayong mga bago, si The Red Tent. Yung dati, naalala ko to si The Red Tent. Lagi itong umatin sa atin dito sa YouTube. Medyo nagpahinga lang siya ng mga nakaraang panahon, pero nakita ko ulit siya. Hi to The Red Tent. Si Caroline Bejo, sorry. I'm watching from Bulacan. Si Chona Cabuso, Mais Dalino. Si Ma'am Chona Cabuso is from Pampanga. Si Mr. Hugo is Las Piñas. Pahinga raw si Red Tent. Opo, tama po yan. Pahinga din pag may time. Ngayon, marami ako. Ngayon nga, nakapagpahinga ako ng konti. Parang kakatapos ng kahapon eh. No? Nag-webinar kahapon eh.
Spark.
Nakapagpahinga naman ako. Oo, nakapagpahinga naman ako. So, ano naman yan eh, nasa tamang management lang yan ng oras. Yan. So, meron po, si Ma'am si Miss Dave Bell, siya taga Rizal, Kalinga. Kalinga. Yan. Si Ma'am Janet Crame from Davao City. Wow. Ang dami natin.
Yeah, and there's Christine Rojas.
Christine Rojas. Ay, sino to? Sino Christine Rojas to? Kakilala ba natin to Christine Rojas to? Baka kilala natin Christine Rojas to. Pero baka ex yung Rojas na kilala natin. Yan po. Ayan. So, ano po, ang gagawin natin ngayon is, sana po, yung iba sa inyo is, i-share po ito sa inyong social media para malaman ng ibang mga kaibigan nyo na meron tayong ganitong workshop. Kasi yung iba, alam natin, pag Sabado, medyo pahinga tayo ng konti. Pero ito po, medyo relax tayo ng konti. Pero we are still learning a lot of things in the process. Yeah. So may mga nagtanong agad, sabi ni Ma'am Mais Dalino, meron po bang e-certificate sa branding kit? Branding kit, ano po yung branding kit? Yung kahapon, meron po, ma'am.
Yung kahapon, sir.
Yung kahapon po, i-message nyo lang po si Creative Nation Academy. Bibigyan po kayo ng link nun para ma-process po namin yun. So, huwag po kayong mag-alala. Yan, may bago po, si Ma'am Maria Victoria Rayman from Zambales. Wow, punta na ako dito sa Zambales. Kaso nga lang, nung time na yun, parang hindi ako masyadong nag-enjoy kasi nag-workshop lang ako nung time na yun sa Zambales. Wala masyadong, hindi ako nagbakasyon. Nagtrabaho lang ako. Ganun lang yung ginawa ko doon. Ayan, si Ma'am Janet pa naman is from Bicol. Diyan sa Bicol.
Wow. The land of pili.
Oo. Yan. So meron pa si si Ma'am Merlita sa Davao City. Hello po, ano pong brand ng headset nyo, sir? Tinanong talaga yun ang brand ng headset. Ang brand ng headset ko po ay ito po ay sponsored by MSI. Binigay siya ng ng aming good friends from MSI Philippines. So ito po ay sponsored. Pero nung una siyang binigay sa akin, hindi ko naman talaga sinasadya na magkaroon ako ng ganito. Binigyan nila ako. So parang premonition na rin yun na baka merong paggagamitan siya. Diba? Isipin mo. May paggagamitan pala yung ba yan? Switch ko lang yung aking desktop. Pasensya nyo na po. May time talaga nag-switch. Ina-hide ko lang yung ibang properties. Ayan. So shout out daw. Shout out. Ayan. Marami pa tayo. Ayan po. Meron na tayong 51 na viewers. Tayo natin. Ayan po. Tapos kung kayo po ay napadaan sa aming Facebook page sa Creative Nation Academy, meron po itong kasabayan na na workshop. Workshop. Nasanay talaga sa in-person workshop yung sinabi. Meron po itong kasabayan na equally interesting na topic. Ang tawag sa kanya is infographics with Jem Bocalbos. Tingnan nyo po mamaya, ipopost ko yan mamaya. Ito po ay co-partnership with Wacom Philippines. Makikita nyo, it's a very great session. Pwede nyong i-check mamaya. Pero kung nandito na po kayo, mas dito ay nandito po tayo para magkulitan din. Magkulitan talaga. Tingnan niyo muna as kumustahan. Alam niyo naman, kailangan nating sumaya in this time. Yeah. So nice to be here. First time to join this webinar with you. Wow. Welcome po sa mga first timers. Meron ba dito mga first timers? Pakisabi lang po, first. Yan.
First timer, sir. Biglang ko na.
Yung mga first timers po, paki-comment lang po sa sa section down below, dun sa ating chat na first. Kung kayo po ay first timer, mga nauna po dito mga yan. Uy, first timer din pala si Sir Gray Matter, si Ma'am Noreen Celario. Pati si si Zarina Anyo. Wow, sabi niya watch party with Drix and Iggy. Hi.
Hi, Za. Hi, Za. Iggy and Drix.
Yan. Good afternoon sa inyo. Alam ko, nakakatuwa yung nakita ko yung baby niya, nakakatuwa. Yan. So may question pa. Aga-aga may question na agad, no? Sir, aside from Adobe certification, ano po yung offer nyo na certifications? Yun pa lang po. Just a straight point, wala pa po kaming iba. Kasi nakafocus lang po talaga kami sa Adobe ngayon. Although, pero kaming ina-advocate parehong ina-advocate namin ni Apple. Yung tinatawag na HubSpot. Tama, di ba, Apple?
Yes, sir.
I-advocate din namin yan.
Oh,
So,
yes.
kagandahan
We
nun,
advocate the use of HubSpot, especially in for your digital marketing. So if you need any
yes.
support when it comes to your digital marketing needs, so feel free to contact Sir Roland or me.
Yun po. Mamaya magkakaroon naman meron namang information details, di ba, pag mamaya, pagkatapos ng session. Pwede nyo kaming kontakin. Shout out uli kay Julio Ventanilla from ILCD Bureau Staff of the Department of ICT. Mga friends natin from the ICT. Ayan po. 2 minutes na lang. Kay Mary Grace Capuli. Sino pa ba? Yan, so dami na. Wow. Si Ma'am Femima Tupal, first timer, pinapanood yung replay, pinapanood daw niya yung mga replay natin sa previous webinar. At salamat po sa panonood ng mga replay. Meron tayong team replay. Tawag nila. Pag yung mga mahilig doon sa mga replay sessions sa akin, team replay tawag natin sila. Excited to learn something new again. Thank you for the opportunity, sabi ni Ma'am Reg Dwight. Pa-request daw ng araw-araw by Ben and Ben. Wow. Opo. Wala po magsasabi ng mine, ha? So ano po, ito po ang susunod nating meron po tayong item dito, isang super card. hindi ko binibenta to, ha? Joke lang. Yan po, watching from Tagaytay City si Ma'am M. J. Malin. Okay, so medyo cool down na tayo bago tayo mag-proceed sa ating eksaktong 4 o'clock na. So let's now start to our topic for today. So ito, seryoso na tayo. This session is recorded July agad. This session is recorded June 27, 2020. How online brand stands out this 2020. I'm your host. My name is Roland Bañez. I'm the training director, co-founder, and all of that things. Although I'm not the resource person for this session, we want to thank you, to give you our heartfelt thanks because you have given your time with us to learn about branding and how would your brand stand out in this time of challengeful events. Okay? So right now, before we start, I just want to give you information kung paano kayo makakapag-subscribe dun sa aming mga sessions for Creative Mission Academy. So right now, we have what we call the Webinar Exclusive Pass. So para saan yung Webinar Exclusive Pass? It's a way for you to access all of our sessions and get certificates and get support using our portal, which is yung cna.podia. All of these workshops na nilalabas namin is all for 999 pesos. It's good for 3 months, and going forward, lahat ng mga bago naming sessions, you have access to it. So wala na rin kayong mga deadlines na kailangang pag-isipin pa. So lahat ng ito is for this very priced value that you would learn a lot and you will pick our brains, lalo na yung ating mga resource speakers dito na sobrang expert na alam nila yung mga ginagawa nila dito. You can check this out, this offer sa cna.podia.com. That is our main page for all of these webinar sessions. Okay? So before anything else, I would like to give some reminders. If you have questions regarding something that you have in mind, please participate via the comment section. Or right now we are in YouTube, so you can put it on the chat box. Okay? So isa sa mga gagawin ko in this session is I will moderate the questions. Pero pag madali lang naman yung questions, we will just proceed na mas madali. Okay? So this one is a asynchronous online learning environment. So ibig sabihin, kung meron kayong medyo na-skip na isang bagay na nabilisan kayo, you can always rewatch this and take your time. Again, you can rewatch as many times with no worries. Okay? So again, we are Creative Nation Academy. We are a learning institution for creatives and We are recognized for globally producing some of the best in the world for creative pros. Ito yung isa sa pinaka ano namin, pinaka mission namin. We want to elevate the status of the Filipinos to create for the world because naniniwala kami na given the Filipinos the chance, the access to the tools, the methodologies, the workflow, even the conduct itself, we can empower ourselves to be more productive individuals. Okay, so ito yung mga program tracks namin as of the moment. So we have sessions for a lot of these Adobe applications. And then, again, we provide the tools, the knowledge, the workflow, and even what we call the mindset, conduct itself. Okay? So before anything else, bago ko ipasa itong ating program sa ating speaker, which is si Apple Hermino, I'm just going to give you the certificate requirements for this session. Okay, number 1, you need to watch the live or replay. Bakit? Bakit kailangan natin manood? Dahil sa, malay nyo may mga itanong dun sa feedback form, di ba? So kailangan alam natin yung mga sagot doon. And then, share this video to your Facebook wall. Kung gusto nyo i-share, share nyo po. Mas maganda para po matulungan natin. Mas marami tayong ma-reach out ng mga tao at matutunan nila kung ano yung mga natutunan natin sa session na to. And subscribe to our Creative Nation page on YouTube. So you just have to send a screenshot. And then, ito yung pinaka-importante sa lahat. You can fill up the feedback form that we will be presenting in the end of the session. Okay? So, I'm just going to introduce our speaker for this session. She's a good friend of mine, a colleague at Creative Nation Academy. She's been doing a lot of workshops regarding branding, creativity. Her name is Apple Hermino. She's a associate creative trainer for Creative Nation Academy. A long list of her accomplishments and credentials would be she's a prolific creative director. Basta anything creative, she's on that list. Ito yung mga list ng kanyang mga napagtrabahuhan ng mga companies. From Straight Arrow Corporation, Gulf Eden Design, Ogilvy China, Lowe Mena, tama ba yung pronounce ko? Sorry ka. Publicist Singapore, and Leo Burnett. So without further ado, I would like to share our resource speaker and to introduce our resource speaker, Apple Hermino. I'm just going to stop my screen and I'll let Apple give her screen. So pakita niyo yung presentation. Okay? Yeah.
So, hi. Good afternoon po. Good afternoon to everyone. And firstly, I'd like to thank you for joining us this afternoon for this session. Maraming salamat po for being with us at 4 o'clock. I know most of you should be taking your nap, but you're giving us your time. And I want to personally thank you for that. Okay, so let's start with how online brand stands out this 2020. Okay, so I won't introduce myself. Sir Roland already introduced me. So as a shortcut, let's make this a fun learning session. Let's make this as impromptu as we can. I don't have a script I don't have a memorized script, so I'll talk as much as I can and share as much knowledge as I can with regards to the subject. And if you have any questions, so just please text and write it in the YouTube comment section, or you can just raise your hand if you are excited to be with us. So even though we don't see each other, I hope you can raise your hand and just see how excited we are to learn this afternoon. Okay, so what we're going to learn first is about what brand and what logo is. So a lot of people still get confused. What's the difference between a brand and a logo? So we'll discuss it. What's the importance of online branding? So this one, because of our situation now, it's really good if we discuss what what's the importance of online branding, especially if you are selling something in Facebook or in your Instagram page, and what are the practical ways to make your online brand stands out. And then we'll have a Q&A at the end of the session. I'd like to give a shout out to all the educators who are joining us right now. I checked those who signed up for the session, and I was expecting it will be marketers or mga those people selling online. Pero most of those who signed up are educators. So, ma'am and sir, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Usually I'm at ease when I'm presenting to clients, but this is my first time to be presenting to educators. So I feel like I'll be presenting my college thesis. So bear with me. Okay. So let's start now about brand versus logo. So what's the difference? Logo and the brand. Usually when we see logo, people are familiar. You know what the M of McDonald's is, right? You know that it's a logo. But some people think that it's also a brand. So what really is the difference between a brand and a logo? Even for marketers, some of them still get confused. What's the difference between both? Okay. So the logo is it's the a small piece of your brand. It's what people see. It's the M in McDonald's. It's the three diamonds of Mitsubishi. It's the B of Jollibee. It's the Apple of Apple iPad, Apple Watch, all those things. So this is the logo that most of us are familiar with. But what is a brand? So brand is the way a company or individual is perceived by those who experience it. So brand is more of an emotion rather than visual. Logo is the visual thing. It's what we see, but brand is what we feel when we see that logo. So am I making sense? Can you raise your hand if I'm giving a clear understanding of what logo is and what brand is? Sige, ayan.
Ako. Maybe we could just message them. Sino yung mga nakaintindi na agad? We just type in clear on
Ayun.
the comment box. Yan. Para makita natin, yun, naiintindihan nila agad.
Ayun.
And opo, yes. Yan, sabi nila, naiintindihan nila agad.
Ayan. So thank you po. So yun, in short, in other words, so logo is what we see and brand is how we feel when we see that logo. So this is the simple explanation. Okay? So when we see the logo of Jollibee and we read Langhap Sarap, what do we feel? What do you feel when you see the Jollibee logo? Do you feel the happiness? Do you remember when you were in school? Do you remember na ito yung kinakain mo when you were in college? Or do you remember playing in the playground of Jollibee? Or do you see in your mind the smell of Chicken Joy? Diba? So what are the emotions that comes to your mind when you see the logo of Jollibee? Do you remember happiness with your family or the camaraderie amongst your barkada or your breakup or this is where you find your crush? So some things like that. So what are the things that remind you of this brand? Okay, another example is the swoosh. When you see a man or a lady carrying a shopping bag with a swoosh of Nike, ano naiisip natin? We say, oh, buti pa siya, maybe he got a new Jordan, diba? Yung ganon. So, even if we don't know what's inside that package, that bag, when we see the logo of Nike, we know, when we see that swoosh, we know that it is really it's about athletics, it's about good quality shoes, it's basketball or probably tennis. So these are the things that you associate with this logo. So that emotion is your brand. Okay? Another example is this. So do
Sabi
you
nung isa,
hear? Yes.
Apple, sabi nung isa, bagong sweldo daw, ibig sabihin.
Yes, bagong sweldo. Pag hindi
Bagong sweldo.
bagong sweldo, what do you wear ba? Oh, pero
Rich kid
yan,
daw, ibig sabihin, rich kid.
rich kid pag Nike. Okay,
Uh,
sige.
Yayamanin.
Yayamanin. Okay. So here, another visual. So do you hear this visual? So even without the logo of this soda product, even without the logo, but you hear it, right? In your mind, in your thirst, you already know what it is. So the power of branding, the power of advertising, that even if you don't see the brand, you don't see the logo, but the emotion of the brand is with you already, you can hear it even without looking at the logo. It's a static image, hindi siya animation, hindi siya commercial. It's just a photo. But you can hear na parang ang sarap ata mag-cook. I'll probably get one Coke now. Yung ganon. Diba? So this is the power of branding.
Teka,
Okay?
kuha lang ako
So
ng kuha lang ako ng soft drinks.
sige,
Nakuha ko.
sir. Go. Sige. And kayo rin po, if you want to get something, soda or bread, or want to go to the loo, then feel free. So we're just having a convo. So brand is your company's most valuable asset. Why? Why is your brand most valuable asset? Because it's the thing that people remember your brand. Okay? People remember what you stands for, what your logo is for. So it's your most valuable asset because people often see your logo and it's always associated with the emotions that you have with that logo, and that is branding. Okay. The ever-growing popularity of social media platform is evident of consumer engaging emotionally with different brands. So social media platforms are often examined as brand building platforms. So why is it? Especially now po during the pandemic, all of us now are either at home, working from home, or stuck at home. So basta nandito lang tayo in our own, in the comfort of our homes. So most of us now are just glued to our mobile phone or iPad or even your laptop. So the ever-growing popularity of social media platform is really, it engages customers now. So if you are an online seller, this is the best time to do your online marketing. Okay? So I hope this afternoon you learn something about online branding that will help your online marketing. Okay? So let's discuss the importance of online branding. Okay. So online branding is a central not only to the success of your business, but to its continuity and relevance in today's business world. As you remember, branding is the most important thing that you have for your business. So it's what people perceive. So kapag people perceive your brand as something negative, it's something that you don't want, right? You don't want to continue for people to have that negative thing. You want your brand to stand out. You want your brand to have a good feel to it. So how do you do it?
Apple, may naalala
Yes,
ko tungkol
sorry.
dyan. Meron
Yes,
ako
sir.
naalala tungkol dyan sa nagkaroon ng bad impression. Naalala
Hmm.
niyo ba yung lumabas ngayon sa social media na parang tinatapon-tapon yung mga packages?
JT, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yun. So, siguro mamaya pag-usapan natin paano kaya tayo magkakaroon ng paraan to establish more of a better brand after that incident. Ano kaya yung pwede nating gawin after that? For example,
Yeah.
what if kung kayo yung biglang na-hire na na marketing manager nila or ano kaya yung pwede nyong gawin? Or what would you do? Yon. Magandang
How
question
do
yan, di
you
ba?
save, no? How do you save this
Yes.
company?
Yan, so
especially
may
now that
pag-usapan
it's
natin yan.
online. Everyone is most of us have watched it. So okay.
Yes.
So later we'll discuss about how can we prevent or do something or rescue this brand. Okay.
Yes.
So one of the importance of online brand is recognition. So in order for people to learn about your business and what you have to offer, online branding is essential. So without this, your business will remain unknown and customers will be hard to come by. So people needs to recognize your brand, your product. So say for example, you are selling kutsinta, like my sister-in-law Lot. So she sells kutsinta. So how would people recognize that her kutsinta is the Lot's kutsinta? 'Di ba? Kasi all kutsinta looks the same. So how do you make it different when it comes to branding? So how would you make it your brand easily recognizable for your target market? So for
Yan.
those who are non-marketers here, so maybe this is a new word, target market. So
Pwede
for
natin itanong
non-market,
yan sa ano?
sige, later na po.
Pwede natin, baka pwede natin itanong sa mga audience natin kung ano kaya yung pwede nilang gawin kung sila ay katulad nung ganung senaryo na
Yeah.
pare-pareho kutsinta, di ba? So, pwede
Mm-mm.
niyo bang i-comment down below para malaman ano yung strategy na gagawin niyo?
Sige.
Sige, tingnan natin.
Anong gagawin nyo so that people will recognize your kutsinta different? What's the difference between your kutsinta and your competitors?
Yan. So, merong sumagot dito. Sabi ni Sir Gray Matter 923, good logo and packaging aside from quality product. Ah.
Yes.
Sabi ni Ice Bear, so a unique kutsinta now and made it color black with yema. Wow! Color black
Yes!
with
Wow, ang
yema.
yummy naman.
Nagutom tuloy ako bigla. Sandali ah. Yan. So
Puro
meron ba bang mga
pagkain pala.
meron ba sa inyong may mga suggestions yan? Pwede nyo i-post yan dito. Okay. So pag wala na, sige, let's go. Okay, go. Let's go. Let's
So,
proceed.
okay. So, I have one example that we have here is the Apple product. So, all of us are very familiar with the logo, the Apple with the bite, 'di ba? Lahat tayo we know this logo. And what are the things that we remember? What are the things that we recognize when we see this logo? So we see innovation, we see lifestyle, we see usability, and we see design. 'Di ba? When we hear the word or when we see the logo of Apple, what we see is innovation. We remember that Apple is the one who has the slimmest laptop. Apple products introduces the mouse without the left and right click. So they innovate. They constantly innovate. So I hope they will continue to innovate with their mobile phones and Apple products is a lifestyle. So I'm a victim of this. My whole ecosystem is Apple product. I use Apple phone, Apple iPad, Apple. So it's part of my lifestyle. And then usability. So we all know that Apple products are user friendly, very intuitive. They really invest in user interface and user experience, the UX and the UI, and of course the design, the physical design of their products. So when we see the Apple logo, we recognize innovation, lifestyle, usability, and design. So if you're selling kutsinta, aside from having a nice packaging, a nice logo, build your brand when it in terms of recognition. Build your brand as what is something unique about this kutsinta. As Sir I forgot what his name, the one who said black with yema, 'di ba? What if you're the first one who will sell this?
Si
'Di
Ice
ba?
Bear.
Sige, si Sir Iceberg or si
Yeah.
Mang. Okay. So, if your kutsinta is black and it has yema inside, so people will recognize easily, especially if you have your logo and you have a nice packaging. So, this is one important aspect of online branding. People should easily recognize your product or what you're selling. Okay? Second is differentiation. So the market is full of people offering similar goods and service, same as with the kutsinta. this can make it difficult for consumers to be able to differentiate one business from another. So online branding alleviates this problem and clearly marks you as different from other players in the market. So differentiation is what makes you unique, di ba? What makes you different from other products? Hmm? Our example here is Dove shampoo. There's if you go to the grocery store, we have a lot of shampoo there. Shampoos for to make your hair long. There's some for anti-dandruff, some for curly hair and whatnot. So there's a lot of variety when it comes to shampoo. But for Dove, what they did is instead of telling them that buy our shampoo, they say my hair, my say. They give the women empowerment. They give the consumer the empowerment to say what they want, to do what they want, to be confident with their hair. So regardless if your hair is short, black and white, pepper and salt, you call it pepper and salt, right? Or yeah, green, pink, violet, whatever color you want. It's your say. It gives you the individuality. So this is how Dove differentiate itself from other shampoo competitors. 'Di ba? They didn't do it head to head like price. If shampoo A is selling for 100, they do it 98. No, they didn't do that. They actually, I think their product is even a little bit higher on the price range. Pero what they did is really bank into the individuality of their consumers, really talk and give empowerment to their consumers. So that's what makes Dove different from their competition. So if you're selling say you're selling cactus, the plant cactus succulents, okay. So if you're selling like that online, how do you make it different? Kasi pare-pareho naman eh, 'di ba? All cactus looks the same. So how do you make yours different? How will people remember your cactus, your cacti different from the other competitions? So maybe you'll have a pot. Your pot is different. Your pot is um maybe it's color red and it has polka dots, or it's themed like you have cactus that is summer or rain or a birthday theme. So
Mhm.
you expand your market using differentiation. Yes,
Tama.
sir.
Sabi dun sa ating mga comment, sabi na it's presentation, sabi ni Sir Vito, Alexis Tolentino, tapos sabi ni Ma'am Noreen, it's about taglines. So yun mga sinasabi
Yes.
nila to.
Yes.
Nice.
Oo. Salamat po for that. Yes, taglines is really good because it really helps what your brand is, especially if it's still an unknown brand. Okay? So, as do you have any questions with regards to differentiation? Sir, do you have any questions ba dyan?
Yan. Sabi, may nag-comment dito si Rainiel, witty approach in social media like angkas. Di ba? Isa rin yun
Mm.
sa mga sa mga parang paraan nila para maging different sila sa competition. Kasi pag chinek mo yung ibang mga nagka-career ng service or nagkakaroon ng transportation method, iba yung dating ng angkas eh, di ba? Parang it's para sa
Mas
really yung
mas
parang
mas ano,
hindi,
mas
medyo
makatao.
relax siya. O makatao, ganun. Relatable.
Yeah,
So sabi nila,
relatable. So,
yes. Ito pa, sabi na, may isa pa din sabi ni Sir Joshua, it's about advocacy. Sabi naman ni Iceberg, it's witty points, witty post ng angkas.
yes. So, yes, you can do a lot of things when it comes to differentiation. So, again, the important thing is you know your target market. Kilala nyo kung sino yung kinakausap nyo, sino yung binibentahan nyo. So, kilala
Yes.
nyo kung sino yung kausap nyo. So, like yung example ng angkas ni Sir, 'di ba? Sabi nga ni Sir Roland, when with angkas, it's they're using the common language, the common people's language. So it's easy to relate. It's relatable. So that's what makes them different as compared to Grab and to Lala Move. So yes, and then what else, sir?
And isa sa mga nakakatuwa rin dun sa sa point in terms of differentiation is that when you have that uniqueness, talaga mag-stand out siya. And isa sa mga ginagawa din ng Angkas is kapag merong specific na trend na lumalabas sa social media, talagang inaangkasan nila. Wow! Sakto no? Inaangkasan nila.
Yeah. So yun. So it's a good point. Kung ano yung uso, dapat you're always ready to jump the wagon. Yeah. So that's number 2, differentiation. Third one is brand loyalty. We Filipinos, we are brand loyal. If you remember when we were kids, maybe your parents would say, go to the convenience store, go to the sari-sari store and buy Colgate, yung close-up na green, diba? Kasi we have that recall and we have that brand loyalty to whatever brand, pero ang natatandaan lang natin is Colgate. So, yan. So, brand loyalty is one of the most important consumer aspect of any business. So, when people can see your brand and know what you can do, they will remain loyal to your brand and pick you over the others in the market. So, yes, we Filipinos are brand loyal. So, one example of that is Nescafe. So when we see Nescafe, what do we remember? So we remember the smell in the morning, or ginigising tayo yung naiinis ka. So you get grumpy in the morning, but when you smell the aroma of coffee, it reminds you of Nescafe. So Nescafe is like quality. We know that it's availability. If you just go to the sari-sari store, it's always there for whatever reason. Nescafe is always available. And then there's brand recognition. Everybody knows the red mug is Nescafe. And then diversity. Nescafe offers different kinds. They have the granules, the gold one. They have the red for the more powdery, and the 3-in-1 for those on the go. So they offer a diversity of products when it comes to coffee. So when it comes to brand loyalty, Nescafe is the number one coffee brand in the Philippines, followed by Kopiko, which is an Indonesian brand. So,
Sabi nga
we
nila,
Philippines. Yes,
mabangon
sir.
tayo.
Oh, yun na. Sige.
Diba?
Wala akong talent sa pagkanta. So, magsasalita na lang ako.
Yeah.
So,
So sabi ni Ma'am Caroline Beo, sabi niya, tama nga yung term na babangon tayo. Kasi nakita niya yung kung paano nila sinasabayan yung trend. Lalo na ngayon, meron tayong pandemic challenge. Sinasabayan talaga nila yung tsaka yung naalala nyo dati yung kanino ka bumabangon. Meron silang tagline ng na talagang it sticks to the emotion na para saan ka bumabangon, o what's the reason why you get up in the morning.
Sure, baka pwede natin itanong sa viewers natin now.
Yes.
Who practice brand loyalty? So, like, iisa lang ba yung shampoo na binibili nyo, or iisa lang yung brand ng what do I have? Tissue? Toilet tissue, iisa lang ba yung brand ng toilet tissue na ginagamit nyo? Or mobile phone? Are you loyal to a certain brand? Diba? If you're an Android user, do you stick with Huawei, diba? Because of its very good camera system.
Eto, may mga nag-comment na si Ma'am Caroline Bejo, Sir Lito, Alexis Tolentino. Sabi nila, lalo na doon sa gadgets, only. Sabi, alcohol only, Green Cross daw siya.
Di ko nga alam kung sinong competitor ng Green Cross eh. Even me, I would use Green Cross. It's the only brand that I remember.
Diba? It's about the retention. Meron din dito siya, sabi ni Mama Emery Alvarez, Palmolive shampoo.
Wow! Palmolive shampoo.
Ako, ang rule of thumb namin sa 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 bahay. Kapag mas mura, mas okay. Hindi, joke lang. Kung ano yung mas nasanay ka na. Yung ano sa
Ayun.
hiyang ka, sabi tawagan nila, kung hiyang ka, kung saan ka hiyang. Kasi
Yes, oo.
alam naman natin na may mga magagandang brand, maganda yung quality, pero pag binagay mo sa sarili mo, parang
Parang hindi.
pilit or hindi talaga
Oo.
natural. Yun. So
Oo.
I think that's one also a reason for client for customer loyalty, di ba?
Yes. So, if you have a brand or if you're building a brand, make sure that you build something that people will be loyal to. So, kailangan kung balik tayo dun sa kutsinta ng sister-in-law ko.
Mm.
It's easy for me to remember that. So if you have a kutsinta, how can she make you loyal with that kutsinta, diba?
Mm.
So what she can do is say, aside from the quality or the avail, it has different flavors, different variants, or for an online seller, you have to do something that will make people remember your product and for them to be loyal to that product. Pwede niyong sabihin na it's all wheat or it's GMO. It's all very healthy. All the ingredients are are farm.
Organic,
Yung wala
natural,
organic. Ayun, mga ganon. Ayan, yung
yung messaging,
no animal has been harmed during
hard.
the production of this kuchinta. So things like that. So people will remember your kuchinta because it's animal friendly. So
Yeah.
maybe some will
Daming
be loyal because of that.
ang daming brand na lumabas dito. May Safeguard. Hello Safeguard, baka po mag-sponsor kayo na joke.
Baka may
Ito,
taga
may chicken joke.
Unilever ito. Baka may taga
Tapos,
Unilever.
naalala nyo ba yung tungkol sa kanina, may nagsabi ng Green Cross. Isa naman, family alcohol, di lang pampamilya, pang sports pa. Oh, napakatatuloy ako.
Nice!
Ano ba bang brand yun? Di lang pampamilya, pang sports pa. Tingnan natin, baka may nakakaalala sa comment section. Ayan. Tapos may isa sabi, I can still remember si Tita Maggie. Naalala mo ba si Tita Maggie?
Taktak! Si Tita Maggie po ba si Taktak?
Sa yung noodles.
Ay, sorry. Sorry. Akala ko yung Maggie sabor. Sorry.
Wow. Pati naman. Tapos meron pa dito si Vicks. Si Vicks, naalala niyo yung Vicks Vaporub. Yan. Binanggit dito.
Okay. Vicks Vaporub, mga Chinese, favorite kasi lahat nagagamot niyan. Ubo, sipon, malamig na paa, lahat ng klase ng sakit. Tiger balm.
Ayan. So, meron pa isa ng mga nag-comment dito. Sabi niya, parang tanong to, sabi ni Ma'am Caroline, Miss Apple, may gumawa na po ba ng chocolate flavor na kuchinta? So parang meron kayang approach para dun sa, di ba? Baka pwedeng suggestion siya.
Ma'am, baka yan yung maging unique selling proposition nyo. Baka yan yung, baka wala pa. I'm not really sure po kung meron na. Pero kung wala, maybe you can create one and that can be something unique about your product. And then if it really tastes good, especially for the chocolate lovers, so maybe that you can create brand loyalty because of you're offering something different.
Okay. So nice. Salamat po sa mga suggestions nyo sa mga brands na minention nyo. Hopefully mag-sponsor sa atin.
Okay. So we have brand loyalty. Next po is emotional attachment. So again, this is very Filipino. We are very emotional people. So studies have shown that consumers are emotionally attached to some level with their favorite brand. So a good brand should be able to tap into the emotional part of your consumer and ultimately lead to the creation of a fiercely loyal customer base. So again, know your target consumer, know your target market, so that you'll be able to communicate with them the right emotion that you want your product to be attached with. Okay. An example of that is Ligo sardines. So I think most of you have seen this ad online. This is very, very timely during the early onset of the pandemic, nung nag-start pa lang na it was announced that we should practice social distancing, that we should wear masks and stay at home. So Ligo Sardines bank into this emotional, with this emotional of people na medyo kailangan magtitipid. Let's buy something, um, let's magtipid tayo ng ulam, pero let's give a twist, maybe yung gata style. Tapos meron silang yung, their ad was like, social distancing please. So it's really relatable, it's emotional kasi during the first few months, if you will still remember, March, April, parang everybody is having sardines for their ulam, 'di ba? Everybody will, like the mayors and the governments are sending sardines to everyone. So Ligo, what Ligo did is bank on that emotional attachment, plus you use it very relevant into what's happening in our society during that time. So this one is a really good one, a really good ad campaign for Ligo Sardines, for doing something emotional.
Yeah. So part daw yun ng survival kit, sabi nga nila. May mga comment dito sa ano, yung nakakatuwa sa comments sila. Sabi ni Ma'am Lala Ariel, sabi niya, baka meron pa sa inyo nakakaalala daw nung Ola detergent. Alala mo ba yung Ola detergent? Ako siguro, kasi ano mga my designs na naabutan ko. Joke.
Ola detergent, usually po kasi, yung Ola detergent, if I remember it correctly, ito po ba yung kulay pink? Kasi I remember nung kinder ako, for me to, for educators din. So when I was a kid, for me to easily remember the my studies is I take picture visually. So kung ito po yung pink na sabon na bar, Ola. So I still remember that in tama da. Sige pa, siguro mga ano ako nun, mga kinder of maybe, basta matagal na po yun. So,
ako na
Perla. Until now, sir, may Perla pa din eh.
Yeah. So, yun yung mga una ko na abutan. Ito pa, isa sa
so,
mga...
mas matanda pala ako.
Hindi naman. Kasi yung iba, Mr. Clean na naabutan.
Oh, okay, Mr. Clean. Tsaka Tide, diba? So, yun. So, what are samples naman po ng mga may emotional attachment? Mahilig tayo dyan eh, lalo na kapag Father's Day, si McDonald's, diba? Meron silang mga TV ads. Jollibee, si Jollibee, maganda talaga yung series ni Jollibee when it comes to emotional attachment. May series pa sila mula nung nagkakilala yung couple, and then they get married. So it revolves in that kind of story. It's very emotional that people tend to go to Jollibee and reminisce their life with their partner, or with their loved ones. So something emotional. So you can bank on the emotional attachment when it comes to your online branding.
Yeah. So nakakatawa dito basahin ko lang yun sa comment section natin.
Sige, sir.
Nung nabasa ko siya, parang nag-time travel din ako, naalala ko siya. Yung tungkol sa, kung naalala niyo yung surf. Naalala niyo yung surf. Di ba merong teleserye nung panahon? Parang, si Lumen.
Yes.
Yeah. So isa yun sa mga naalala ko din na talagang commercial na talagang inaabangan mo anong mangyayari. Kasi parang nagsimula siya as teleserye.
Ito, if I remember correctly, sir, ito yung may mother-in-law, diba? Nagsasampay, tapos the mother-in-law is not happy with the quality or with the whiteness of the clothes that she was laba. Yun.
Yes, yeah. So, tsaka meron pang kung naalala nyo rin yung binanggit ni Sir Lito ba yun? Sir Lito ba yun nagsabi? Yung ko sa ang paborito kong apo na si Karen.
Yes. Malaki na si Karen ngayon. If you remember, parang a year ago, Leo Burnett comes with that ad na malaki na si Karen, and then the lolo passed away in real life. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Some did you know that I'm ano po kasi I'm from my background is advertising, so most of my samples are corny.
Yan. Sabi po si Gina daw siya.
Ay, hindi ba si Karen? Akala ko si Karen.
Yan. Tapos
Yeah,
may
yeah, yeah.
sinabi si Ma'am Lala, sabi na it's si Piolo Pascual daw, ibig sabihin yung Max's Chicken. Alam niyo yun. Sinabing Piolo Pascual.
Ah.
Kasi doon doon siya, kumbaga parang doon nag-evolve bigla yung career niya nung nagano siya ng Max's. Correct me if I'm wrong, kasi Banayad Whiskey. Okay, so let's go. Nakakatuwa
Sige, okay. Hindi ko naabutan yung yung Maxes. I siguro wala ako dito sa Philippines during that time, so so yeah, I'm not familiar with Piolo Pascual's Maxes.
Sige.
Next is recommendation. So this one. So recommendation gives you access to a whole new client base and maximize your profitability. So online branding will help people recognize and get familiar with your business. So one good thing about recommendation is that it opens a new client base. So one example is that comes to mind. Parang this is very recently, just a week ago. My friend Tin was her sister was baking ube pandesal. So I was like asking her, do you know where can I get ube pandesal here in Manila? And then she was saying, oh, my sister is baking one. Do you want to try it? So I was like, okay. So I was the first base client. So kasi titikman ko eh. I'm the taste tester for that. So it tastes really good. It was like soft on the inside, crunchy on the outside with flakes on top. So it looks violet pandesal, but it looks really yummy with yema inside and cheese. So and then 2 days later, a friend of mine asked then, Apple, do you know where I can get ube pandesal? And then I recommended it kasi she was like, I want to buy something for my she has this, what you call this, the where you put all where you place the kids, daycare, sorry, so daycare, sabi sa inyo impromptu lang tayo para lang ako nagkikwento. So this friend of mine, she has a daycare, so she asked me if I can recommend any bread that is affordable, good quality na pwede para sa mga bata, the kids can eat. So I was like, oh yes, my friend Tin's sister is baking one, so maybe I can recommend. So yun, it opens a whole new client base. So why did I recommend that particular ube pandesal? Because it was really good. So meron na agad akong brand loyalty doon. And then I recognize that the quality is really good, the size is good. So I know that it's baked with love and with tender affection. So I know that it will taste really good. So it opens a whole new client base. So if the sister of Tin would pursue that online baking business, then I could easily recommend it with other people. So ganun po. So if you do your online branding, make sure also that people can recommend whatever you're selling. Kasi that opens up a whole new client base for you. An
Yes.
example of that po, sir, is Google. So, eto, very recognizable brand sa atin lahat, Google. Why is it under recommendation? Kasi di ba po, when somebody asks you, what's the weather today? You won't tell naman, you won't say naman, okay, you go to Pag-asa at www.pagasa.com.ph. You don't do that, right? You don't even go to search at ABS-CBN or GMA.news.tv. You don't do that. You just say, Google it. So, how far is the sun? How far is the sun from the moon? Google it. Or your mom would even, where can I get patis? And then you would say, Ma, Google it. Diba? Yung mga ganon. So, Google becomes, it's by recommendation. Even those people who doesn't use social media, like my mother. My mother is 80 years old, so she's not into gadgets. Pero if she asks me something, Apple, bukas ba yung BDO? And I will say, Mommy, just ask Lot, my sister-in-law, to Google it. So something like that. so why? What's the importance of this recommendation? And what do people remember when they hear or when they see the word Google or the logo of Google? So they remember solution first, diba? If you need something, automatic solution, Google it, i-Google mo. Or time saver, why go to other website? Google has the answer. Really good SEO pa. So, yeah, use Google. And it's simplicity. It's very simple. Wala na masyado madami tanong. Everything is it's very simple and it's very fast. You just type in and answer is just there right away. So yeah.
Yes. Ang
So
naalala ko dyan sa recommendations din, when you have said yung tungkol sa Google itself, right now, yung kanina binanggit mo yung sa word of mouth advertising. Isa kasi sa
yes, sir.
isa sa mga ano ngayon, 'di ba, sa mga sinasabi ng HubSpot ngayon is the word of mouth is somehow the pinnacle of marketing your brand nowadays. Kasi right now,
Yes.
kung kunwari ako, bibili ako ng bagong phone, diba? Based from behaviors, if you want to stand out, merong mga ibang mga brands na ano na nagbabayad pa ng mga tao para mag-review lang
Mhm.
ng brand nila, di ba? And
Yes,
then,
correct, sir. May mga
pag-create
ganyan
kayo ng
talaga.
buzz, yes, pag nakapag-create kayo ng buzz or ng body of content, it will give you more credibility, it will give you more standout power because a lot of people would vouch for your experience. Diba?
Yes.
Isa yun sa pinaka-powerful ngayon, which is word of mouth, recommendations, reviews.
Yes. So yun. So if you pursue your online business, just make sure that people can recommend your product. Say for example naman po, since we have educators who's watching us right now. So if you want to sell your service naman as a tutor for for kids, 'di ba? So
Yes.
what makes you unique? What will make people have brand loyalty? What will make them recognize you as maybe you're a tutor for science subject, so you
Yes.
specialize in science subject. So how do you brand yourself as a science teacher or a science tutor? So why would mothers recommend you to their amigas, 'di ba? Yung mga ganon.
Siguro pwede nating itanong sa kanila, lalo na maraming teachers dito. Anong ano yung mga paraan nyo sa tingin nyo na you would stand out as a teacher for your own brand? For example, pag sinabing, si Apple, she's a ganito, I would recommend her sa ganito. Ano kayo yung mga specific methods o mga steps na pwede nyong pagdaanan o kaya gawin? Baka pwede nating malaman yun sa comment section kasi alam natin yung iba sa mga attendees natin talagang meron na silang knowledge about paano kaya tayo mag-run ng ganito mga klaseng campaign. Yan.
Yes,
So may
baka
nagsabi dito, usually daw is review sa YouTube. Paid companies, word of mouth, much better. Kapitbahay mo, parang Google, maraming alaman.
Yeah. Parang kapitbahay lang si Google.
Sige. Teka lang ha, sige. Apple.
Sige lang, sir.
Sige.
Okay. So, nag-out muna si sir. So, okay. So, that's the importance of online branding. So, in summary, parang teacher din ako, no? So, in summary, so, the importance of online branding, one is recognition. Make sure that people would recognize your product or your brand uh, against the competitors. Differentiation, make sure that it's different. You offer something unique. Build brand loyalty. Make sure uh, when people recognize it, there's something different with your product, make sure that you keep them, you make them loyal to your brand. You keep them. You don't let the enemy, you don't let the kalaban
Competition.
get your competition get your customers. And then emotional attachment, build that emotional attachment. Why would people love to buy your product? What's something that will attach me? Is it the smell? What is something with this that will make me love your product? And then of course, recommendation. Why would I recommend your product? What makes it, again, why would, in everything, why, as if you funnel it, why would someone recommend your product? So these are the important things that you need to consider when it comes to online branding. Okay.
Yan. Okay. Yan. So, basahin ko lang
um
yung ano ha.
Sige sir.
Basahin ko lang yung isa sa mga binanggit nila dito. Kasi kanina tinanong natin sila kung paano nila i-differentiate yung branding nila as a teacher.
Yes.
Yung iba sa kanila sabi nila papasukan daw nilang nakakatuwang kwento when they discuss a topic. Actually, isa sa mga technique ko yun eh. Sa mga ginagawa kong technique yun. Isa pa nga sa, lagyan mo ng kanta yung lectures. Wow. Yeah. Sabi ni Ma'am Lala, teach with a heart. Relational is important. Tapos sabi ni Sir Gray Matter 923, Ma'am, sa branding po, if someone copies your brand, can we build a case against the other party? Teka, hindi ko nabasa yun. Iba palang question niya. Sige, i-note natin na. Pero ang pinaka-premise dyan is, ito. Sabi niya, yan, so mamaya, sagutin natin to pero maganda yung question eh. If someone copies your brand, can you build a case against the other party? Mamaya, sagutin natin yan. Okay. Ito pa, sabi niya, teaching and lessons should be related to real life situations. Once the student can feel that, i-show ko na lang, sorry. Yan. So sabi ni Ma'am Dara Fire, yan, yun yung panggit niya. Sabi niya, it should be related to real life situations. Tapos, humor is the best attention catcher, which is, sabi ni Sir Lito. Yan. So, salamat po sa mga, salamat po sa mga recommendations nyo, sa mga, meron akong babagitin mamaya dyan na additional supplement, pero mamaya na, banggitin ko yan. Okay.
Nako, may ano pa si Sir Roland no? Meron pa siyang pasabog mamaya. Ayan.
May technique akong babanggitin sa inyo mamaya para mas mag-stand out din kayo as teachers. Okay, so let's proceed. Thanks, Apple.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. So, if you have a product, so don't just keep it na nakakabwebs lang. It's not moving or naka-display lang, walang nangyayari. So, post it online, post it in your Twitter, Facebook, or your LinkedIn. But make sure, again, you know your target market so that you don't just post it everywhere. You have to know who your target market and where to put, where is the right social media platform that you should post your product into. So we'll discuss it a little deeper later. Okay. Okay, did you know that based on CNN report that the average Filipinos now is spending 10 hours and 2 minutes online? Imagine, it's even longer than working at the office. Because at the office, we work 8-9 hours a day. But now, everybody's home, we spend 10 hours and 2 minutes. Grabe, di ba po? So, it's really a good time to post your product online because everybody's online, so your consumers are there. A lot of people are just browsing, are just checking in their social media. Might as well grab their attention with your product or with a very solid branding of your product. Okay. This one is data from January 2020. This was prior to the COVID situation that we are in now. So wala pa pong nilalabas na bagong data si Hootsuite. So as of ang meron pa lang is January 2020. And based dito sa data natin is that people source their discover the brands, number one is television. That's 50%. If you'll see, 50% people discover brands to television. And tie sila, ads in social media. So 50% of people discover brands through TV and social media. But what's the difference? If you use television, it's very expensive. You have to shoot and have your director, have your creative director, your whatever to do your TV pa. Whereas with social media, you can do it with a team, with your marketing team, or you can do it if you're a startup, then you can do it alone. So, or you can top people like me or my friends who's into marketing that can help you with your ads in your social media. And then there's a retail website which is 42%. So 42% of people was discovering brands through websites, and using their mobiles and tablet apps is 40%. Pero ito po is January 2020. So that means now that everybody's at home and doing nothing except looking at their mobile phone or their tablet or their laptop and just browsing and just checking. So, most probably, mas mataas na ngayon ang percentage of people discovering different brands. Sometimes nga, people just go to Lazada or to Shopee and then wala lang. Like me. Oh, sige, like me. Bigla na lang, oh, I need a ring light pala. 'Di ba, sir, yung mga ganon? I need a ring light pala. Hindi ko na, I mean, 3 months ago, I didn't even know what a ring brand is. And then suddenly, there's a need for that because of the pandemic. Then I do my research. Now I know the different brands of a ring light. So,
Yes.
so yun ganon. So, make sure that your brand is visible in social media because as of January 2020, 50% of people discover brands using social media. So what more now? Okay?
Lalo na ngayon, meron pa mga influencers, di ba?
Mm-hmm. Mga influencers pa na.
Influencers.
Yes. So, ayan. Again, this data po is January 2020 pa. So, 5 months ago, 6 months ago, I know this is not I'm not saying this data is not relevant anymore, but you can use this as your basis since this nothing is released yet as of June or May of 2020. So, but you can use this as your basis that 91% search online for products or services to buy. So, in any device, 91% they're searching online. And then 76% of people purchase online. So, bili na sila ngayon sa Lazada, Shopee, or Watsons, or even SM, or Ace Hardware. They even have their own online shops now that we are now in this situation. And then people are continuously using the laptops and the mobile phone. So by Jan 2020, 66% of people are using mobile, but probably now baka 80% of us na are using mobile to purchase or to search product online. So
Yes.
so yun. So this data lang, sir, shows that how important your brand being present in social media.
And another thing din pala, Apple. Right now kasi parang alam natin we are financially challenged, di ba? So right now siguro it's our way, even if we don't have the chance to market and to perceive na magkakaroon tayo agad ng sale, maybe we could just focus our efforts on building a better brand for example, my personal tutorial series, or if I'm a teacher for a specific subject, siguro mas maganda kung we brand ourselves like that. At kung ano yung platform, siguro mas maganda pag-usapan din natin kung ano bang platform yung maganda for working professionals. Diba?
Yes. Okay. So we continue, sir. Okay. So the world looks very different from what it is just 3 months ago, this is our real life scenario now. The world really looks different now. This is our normal. Now we have our new normal, which was not the normal 3 months ago. So for those of us starting an online business, you might feel lost and uncertain about what to do. So let me share with you some ways that you can stand out online. Okay, so here are some practical ways. Number one is pick the right social network. So as I was saying, know your target audience, know your market very intimately, and have a good understanding of what social media channels they use. So for example, if you're a teacher, like the science teacher, if you're a science teacher, and then you want to offer tutorials, and actually you're a science teacher in, say, in British School Manila, or in uh, what or an Ateneo grade school. So say that is your market. So the parents of these students is your market. So where is the best way for you to advertise or to put your brand in social media? Do you put it in Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn or Pinterest? Where?
Tanong natin
You
sa kanila yan.
sige po
Kasi try natin.
sa mga teachers po diyan. So if you, because you know your market, um you know your students, the parents of your students, the socio-economic background of your students. So what is the best social media networks for you to
To
post
market.
your yeah.
Kasi alam naman natin ngayon, hindi pwede yung physical, ano, di ba? Physical na pupunta yung tutor.
Mm-mm.
So, may mga
Social
nagsasabi
distancing.
na Facebook, yeah, tama. May sabi, Facebook probably. Yeah. So, hinihintay ko yung question, yung ano, yung mayroong mag-pop up na iba yung sagot. So, most
Oo.
commonly, iba sa kanila, YouTube,
Mm.
Facebook, sabi ni Ma'am Caroline, si Ma'am Emery, Facebook, FB, yeah,
Yes,
FB
maybe Facebook, sir, kasi dahil sa Philippines, all of us have a Facebook
account.
Facebook page, of Facebook
Yes.
account, lahat everyone has this Facebook, so it's easy. But the important thing is you know your market. So if you're talking to parents of of your students from British school, so maybe they also have a LinkedIn account. Maybe these parents
Yes.
are working from multinational companies and they have LinkedIn account. So maybe you should also maximize this network, this platform of LinkedIn to post or to place your social media ads to build your
Yes.
brand. So
Tama.
for example naman po, you're selling bags that's imported from China. So you buy products from China and then you sell it online. So your target market is the busy professionals. So
Hmm.
so busy people, they would usually go to Facebook. And do you think Twitter is a good platform also to advertise? Do you think your target market do you think your target market have Twitter accounts? So things like that. You have to pick the right social network based on your target audience. So
Hmm.
always think about your market and listen to your market. You have to listen to them because sometimes what we know is not what our audience want to know. Diba?
Yeah.
So we listen to them and then we deliver. So that's how we build our network, and that's how we build our brands, and that's how we get recognized. We get brand loyalty. So pick the right social network for your target audience. Okay?
Yes. Tama.
Okay, sige, sir. Okay, next one is tell your stories. So stories are how we connect with other people. So emotional connection leave a lasting impressions, and customers align themselves with stories that resonates most. So as I said kanina, you have your McDonald's or your Jollibee commercial that always tell a story. Pero yun, may big budget yun kasi they use television. Pero for us will be, it's home-based lang, 'di ba? Home-based lang. So, how do we tell a story using our Facebook? So, maybe you are selling What else can you sell? Hmm. Maybe you're selling langgonisa. Puro pagkain. So maybe you're selling
Kuchita ulit.
kutsinta ulit. Okay. Kutsinta ni Lot. Okay, sige. Okay, so what's the story behind that kutsinta? So maybe you can film kasi pwede ka naman mag-film using your mobile phone lang. Tell a story
Yes.
about it. So 1 minute video with it and you voice over nagni-need ka. I'm not a baker so baka mali yung baka you don't need yung ganun. Ano to?
Mamasa.
Yung rolling pin. Yeah, yon. So,
Nagmamasa.
ayun. So maybe you don't need to masa for the kutsinta. Pero if you need to do that,
Mm.
maybe you can film yourself. You can film yourself that you're doing the kutsinta and then you voice over. You say, "Oh, I'm building this kutsinta for my loving husband because this is how I show my love for him." So you tell a story. When you can build a story like, I started this business of kuchinta because of my love for my husband. Kuchinta is his favorite food. So, or my child Bastian's favorite is kuchinta. So, this becomes a story of your kuchinta. Maybe this can be some why people would recommend your product because they can resonate, they can remember your they can align the thinking and the emotion with this. They also love their husband and their children, but they also want them to try the kuchinta. So
Yes.
something
It
like
also,
that.
tama, it also offers a unique a unique look on your proposition. Diba? Yung
Yes.
offer mo. Pag nilagyan mo siya ng story, lalo na kung alam naman natin tayong mga Pilipino, masyado tayong connected pagdating sa parang rags to riches na ganung
Yeah.
klase story.
Yun. So yes, tama ka doon, sir. And then yun nga, based from our experiences kasi um we don't have we may have similar experiences pero each one of us have unique experience, so you can tell your own story about the product you're selling so that you can build brand based on that product. So telling story is a good way to connect with people, to build emotional connection. So that's one. So another is, again, know your audience better than they know themselves. So test different types of content. So when I say content, since maybe some of you, maybe you're not familiar with the word content. So content means these are the images. These are the images, the photos, the videos, the text. Copy means the text, yung mga nakasulat, yung mga description. These are all contents, the images, videos, text that can resonate your market. You'll expend fewer resources in the long run and learn more about your target consumer. So, know your audience better than they know themselves. Baka yung mga audience nyo, they want to eat puro eat, no? So, so maybe they want to eat mm, tapa, tapsilog. If they want to eat tapsilog, so you're marketing tapsilog. So you know your audience better. If you learn from their posts, reading their posts, you read about them na hindi lang pala they eat tapsilog at breakfast, they also eat that lunch and dinner. 'Di ba? Hindi nila alam, akala nila they can only eat tapsilog during breakfast. Eh yun pala, you can offer it any time of the day, or maybe uh, it's always on the go. Like
Mm.
when they order their tapsilog from you, it's already packed and not in styrofoam. Maybe it's packed in brown paper and very environmental friendly. And then suddenly people will know you as the best tapsilog, easy to carry kasi it's packed nicely. So learn to understand your audience, na you don't just focus na, okay, tapsilog, it's for breakfast, dapat ganito, dapat ganyan. Hindi nyo alam, yung audience nyo pala, they are constantly evolving. Even us, di ba po, last January, we are our path to purchase is very different from our path to purchase now. So
Yes.
know your audience and make sure you know them better than themselves so that you can sell better brand, you can sell better products that will make your brand stands out.
Yan. Kaya minsan may time din, Apple, napapansin natin, pag nung bago pa nagkaroon ng 3 months ago, meron kayong papansin na lagi nilang niraran yung, ma'am, papasurvey po muna kami. Di ba, may iaabot sa yung papel, tapos checkan mo kung kamusta yung service nila. It's a way for you also to to voice out your insights on the other side of the spectrum. For example, nagpunta ka sa isang restaurant, kainan na naman nila. Nagpunta ka sa isang salon, for example, yan. So para maiba naman tayo. Nagpunta ka sa isang salon. So parang nakalagay dun sa salon is may feedback form na parang do you want to be signed in like 15 minutes before the actual booking time, di ba? Mas gusto nyo ba is kayo lang yung mag-isang nandoon? O meron ba kung gusto nyo mas exclusive? O mas gusto nyo ba ina-alert kayo, let's say, 30 minutes before the time kayo pumunta? Yung mga ganong klaseng personalization. This would give you an edge in your brand para mag-stand out talaga kayo.
Yes.
It's that little things.
Yeah. So you can do an online survey.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So next
tayo.
is okay, bago tayo magkainan, create muna an online review funnel for your customer feedback. Ayan, katulad ng what Sir Roland was saying, create a customer feedback. So here, you try to funnel your customers' feedback. 86% will hesitate to purchase from business that has negative online reviews. So, 'di ba, minsan po if we go to Lazada and we want to buy something, we read the comments, and then if there's a lot of negative comments, then a 1 star lang, we tend to no. We're not buying from this vendor. Yan, 'di ba? So, one negative review can cost you 30 customers. So,
wow,
ang dami noon, 'di ba po? 'Di ba, Sir Roland? Isa lang magsabi na your product is not good. There's a chain of 30 customers who's not gonna buy your product anymore. So, importante talaga that you do your online review funnel for customer feedback so that you can recover unhappy customers before they vent online. So, how do we do this? So, for example, you're selling, para maiba naman, bag na lang ulit, bag from China. Galing ako, I used to work in China, so medyo meron ako affinity sa kanila. So you're importing bags from China. Tapos so binibenta mo siya, 'di ba? So make sure na kapag may bumili, dun pa lang sa mga comment section, personalize it na. You write like dear Roland, thank you for purchasing. Or even before nga the purchasing stage, what you can do is nakita nyo pa lang, 'di ba, sir, nagbo-browse pa lang, nakita mo na may mga nagbo-browse na siya, medyo matagal na siya sa site mo. So you can actually say, "Hi Roland, this bag comes in 5 different colors. This is waterproof, this is wax, and you can fit a 14-inch MacBook." So, yung mga ganong information, binibigay nyo na.
Yes.
So, ngayon, yun yung path to purchase. Nagustuhan niya, so bumili siya. So, what you can do is check with that person. So, "Hi Roland, have you received the purchase?" Yung ganon, Lalamove or Grab or Angkas is it's on its way. The product will be with you in 2 days. So, you keep your relationship with customers, open communication kayo. Oo, in constant kayo. And then, na-receive niya. So, you check. Kasi 2 days, sabi mo, in 2 days. So, you check in 2 days. "Hi, Roland, did you receive the product? How was it?" So, bago pa lang siya magsabi sa Lazada chat na the box is not good, the packaging, the kuya is not respectful, yung mga ganon, di ba? Wala namang connect talaga sa produkto mo. So before pa lang sila magsulat ng unhappy, mag-vent ng negative thoughts, sinabi mo na inano mo na agad, finanel mo na agad, you catch their attention agad, and you tell them na oh, we're sorry that the box that you receive is crumpled, but rest assured that the products we sent you is 100% blah 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 blah.
Good
So
condition.
you assure them that the product is in good condition, though the packaging may be a little bit crumpled. And then after noon, tell them how do they find your product. So ask for customer feedback. Nag-uusap kayo behind the scene. Hindi pa siya hindi pa siya nag-vent online. So
Yes.
pwede nyo na pwede na kayo mag-follow up that, oh, did you know that the bag that you ordered also has a partner wallets? We also offer wallets. So yung
Mm.
ganon. So your continuous communication, and then you're offering, tapos nakakalimutan niya na si kuya na nag-deliver pala, hindi niya type,
Oo.
makulit pala, yung box pala, crumpled, walang bubble wrap, yung mga ganon.
Practical.
Yun. So you try to control that, and you funnel your customers feedback so that you make sure that only the good feedbacks comes online. Yung mga negative na funnel nyo na, tapos nasusolve nyo na with the customers. That's one way to keep your brand stands out. Yung mga prospective buyers, they don't see anything negative about your brand anymore because you were able to subdue
Mitigate.
it. Oh yeah, to mitigate it. Yes. Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Next one is practice empathy and gratitude. This one
Ah,
is very important, lalo na po sa panahon natin ngayon that where we at. Empathy is and gratitude is very important. Empathy is having the ability to relate and connect to people for the purpose of inspiring and empowering their lives. So when we build our brand, when we sell something, let's not just sell. Let's not just sell the kuchinta because you love to bake or you love to make kuchinta and you just sell it. Make sure that you put empathy on it. That when you sell this kuchinta, you also know that the people who will buy this kuchinta will have the same love, the same affection that they bought it because they want to share it with their husband or with their children. So practice empathy, and then always make sure to to say thank you. Pag may bumili, kung online, you always acknowledge, "Hi, Roland, thank you. Thank you for purchasing my product. Uh, Tin, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to taste your ube ube pandesal." Yung mga ganon. So always make sure to show empathy and to show gratitude. This is how we build our connections. Let's not sell for the sake of selling, for the sake of money, but let's make sure that we empathize with our consumers, we show our gratitude, and let's always be thankful. Let's always remember that whatever we have now, this is God's given gift for us.
just
God gave
temporary.
this to us. So yes, this is just temporary. So let's just be thankful. Always be thankful because God can always take that away from us. So let's practice empathy and gratitude even in marketing. Even though in marketing and business, the end goal is to sell, make profit, but put a heart in your social media post, put a heart in what you're selling. Show gratitude to your consumers. Yon.
Alam mo yung ano, dagdag ko lang din, yung when you practice empathy and gratitude, it would always equate to authenticity.
Yes, kasi it's very personalized eh. Kasi whenever
Yes.
you sell something, you share eh. You share a part of you. If you're a teacher,
Yes.
you want to tutor, and that you share your knowledge, you share your time with your students. If you're an online seller of foods, you share that love of cooking, 'di ba? You share that to your consumers. If you sell bags and plates, or home decor, if you sell something like that, you share the love for that you share the love for interior design, Yan.
Yes.
So yung mga ganon. So my partner Jean was like she likes to decorate home. She likes to decorate interior design. She wants to interior design. So whenever there's a client, she always makes sure that at the end of her service, she she personalized the condo unit, that it is really made for them, for the family who will stay there. It's
Customized.
customized, yes, customized for them, and she really makes sure na she expresses gratitude, not just because she was able to design the house, but because she was able to share a part of her love for interior design. So something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. So
So
let's
it's
always show empathy and show gratitude to our customers.
yes, it would reflect as a authentic experience.
Yes.
Okay, next natin.
Okay. Yes. So next is, so this one is according to Campaign Asia. In this climate of fear and uncertainty, there are three things brands has to do to stood out in response of the crisis. So the following samples that I'll give you are the things that what brands did during the height of the fear, during the height of the pandemic, the past 3 months. So number one is they're thinking about what matters most to consumers, to their customers in these unprecedented times, whether it's increased safety or having face time in a lockdown. They're recognizing people's anxiety, which is helping them create a greater level of practical and emotional appeal. So brands, an example of that is Coca-Cola. What Coca-Cola did, they posted on their Facebook channel. They say that they will allocate 150 million budget for commercial advertising to provide protective equipment and food and beverage to health workers and vulnerable families. So Coca-Cola did an effort to, it's very relevant. It shows care. It shows that the company is willing to allocate their 100 million budget for commercials, even though they know that if they allocate the 150 million for commercial, this will be profit, 'di ba? You have commercial, the end goal is to get profit. But what Coca-Cola did is reallocate this so that they can help people. And which is most important during this time, during the first 3 months of the pandemic, this sharing of our resources to people is very important. So Coca-Cola really showed empathy, they showed care, they're willing to let go of profit for the sake of their consumers. Okay, so another one, the second one is they don't wait to react, but are proactively reassuring people with consistent, composed, and timely communication. So mabilis yung action nila. So always calm in the storm. They haven't forgotten the importance of human touch. Kung mapapansin niyo po, during this pandemic, the most important thing is the human touch, the empathy, the gratitude that we should share with one another. So an example of this brand is Pen Shop. If you recall, Pen Shop is one of the biggest clothing brand in the Philippines. So what they did is that, syempre wala na, people will not go to the mall and buy Pen Shop shirt and trousers or jeans. They won't do that anymore kasi it's locked down. So their vendors will be most probably not have any income. So what Pen Shop did is tell the vendors, okay, stop manufacturing jeans and t-shirts, but let's produce PPEs for distribution for our health workers. Di ba po? It's a double benefit. They stop their production, so they forget muna about profits. They stop production, pero yung mga vendors, they continue to work. And so they're still getting paid. So vendors, they didn't stop working. And then the product that they produced was given to our health workers. So meron silang mga medical suits for them. So it's a double benefit for Pen Shop. This is a good way of building brand. Very timely, very consistent, and again, empathy with the people, with the medical health workers, and of course, not not forgetting their vendors. So this one is this like wow, ang galing. Really good move, branding move for Pen Shop here. Okay. And the third one, the last one, the most important is, again, expressing empathy through thoughtful gestures. In these circumstances, it's easy to forget the things that can be simple as, how can we help you in this situation? Tayo po, have we asked our family members, our relatives, how can I help you? Have you asked your mother-in-law or your father-in-law, um, Ma, how can I help you in this time? Or our neighbors lang, 2 houses away. O tito, tita, how can I help you? Diba? Uh, how do we help uh, and in terms build our brand through this. So this is what Shell did. Shell this one is Shell Philippines. So Shell continues to monitor the situation closely and follow advice from public health authorities to ensure well-being of their employees. So they really took time for their employees and for their customers and for their local communities. So another very good move for a multinational company. They didn't forget their employees. They constantly check on their employees, and then their customers check on their customers and local communities. Another company that did this similar route of building brand is the company where I'm working. I'm working at Straight Arrow. During the pandemic, during the height of the pandemic, it was March 15, and then on March 16, our company was really on the move. All the leaders were on our toes na go check, is everybody at home, is everybody safe, is everybody have their own computers, all good, everybody has food, they have enough allowance. So we check our employees and then we check our customers. How are our clients in the US? How are clients in UK? How's Australia? How's our client in Australia coping? So we made videos agad-agad. How can we help? How can we help our customers in different parts of the world? We sent them videos because we know they have no time to read a lengthy email, but they have time for a 20-second video. So, and then we check for our local communities. We check like if you're staying in Pasig, how's Pasig, or in Pasay or in Makati, and then we have a team in Subic that checks the weather, how's the weather, yung mga ganon. So, I really thank my company Straight Arrow for looking after for our
Welfare.
the welfare of our employees, of our customers, and our local communities. So if you build your brand, make sure you stand for something. Make sure that you believe in something. You don't just sell for the sake of selling. You don't just get money just because I want to be rich. No, money can just easily go, and yeah, it's gone with the winds. Like an Ecclesiastes, if you read your Bible, it's in Ecclesiastes that anything can just go in the wind. But what is important is that you connect with people. You show your empathy. You build brand. You sell products because you want to share something of yourself. You want to build. It has to be rooted in you. You love to cook, you love to bake, you want to share that love of cooking by selling very good cookies or very tasty kuchinta, di ba? Pero you don't just let money not let money not be your motivation for your business, because it's not usually the measure of success. The measure of
Yes.
success is not usually money. It's your inner happiness, and you'll only find that happiness if you're able to help other people. Yon. So yon, I
Yes.
hope
Very good.
that I was able to share something this afternoon, not just about branding, but really thinking about yourself. How do I think as a businessman? How do I think as a vendor? Diba? What's my motivation for doing this? Yan. Okay, so remember, a brand is no longer what we tell our consumer it is. It is what consumers tell each other it is, according to Scott Cook. So, just to visualize, because I'm a very visual person. So, how do you visualize this? A brand is no longer what we tell our consumer it is. It is what consumers tell each other it is. So, when we start our brand, we say, again, the kuchinta. We say our kuchinta is good, tasty, affordable. That's what we say. But our consumer says, when I eat your kuchinta, I feel the love. And I remember how it tastes when I was a kid, when my lola used to buy kuchinta when I was 5 years old. You bring that emotion just by eating kuchinta. And so, if that person recommends it, if somebody asks, Paul, where can I buy a kuchinta? Then I would say, oh, go to Lot's Kuchinta. Because when I eat it, it reminds me of my youth. It reminds me of my lola. When I was 5 years old, she buys me kuchinta. So, there's eagerness. There was like, oh, buy this kuchinta because it's not just good, it reminds me. Meron siyang emotion, hindi lang siya yung uh, buy lots kuchinta because it's big and it's tasty. But the kuchinta really has that emotion in it. So, remember that when you build your brand online, it's not what you tell your consumer. It is what your consumers tell each other it is. So, yes. So, that is the end of my presentation. Yes, so that's the end of my chika. So, I hope you learned something this afternoon, that you didn't waste your time listening, that you get something, um, you know, something that you can share, something that wakes you up as a consumer, as a business person, as an educator, as a as someone who just browse online. So yes, so sir, we open our Q&A.
Yes. Okay. So shout out ko lang to kay Ice Bear. She just donated 24 pesos for the super sticker. Wow, grabe. Shout out lang. Nakakatuwa.
Thank you po, thank you po.
It's about helping with the messaging that we had. And right now, dagdag ko lang din, Apple, when we started yung as we all know, CNA is a training company. Alam nyo, when I just want to give you a context kung ano nangyari. Right now, CNA have served a lot of, nakita kasi namin yung need na yung mga teachers is we need to empower them with the skills that we have. That's why we started this advocacy ngayon na to help teachers. Kasi dito natin nakikita na we really need to give them the proper trainings, the proper attributions. Kasi they will be the ones that will help the students. Lalo na ngayon, alam na natin magkakaroon ng malaking adjustment dahil sa new normal. Kaya natin talaga ginawa ito sa Creative Nation Academy. That's why we started this campaign. And right now, we have given around 3,000 certificates already.
Wow, ang dami na. Sir, ano to? Just from the start of the pandemic, the lockdown,
Yes.
or
Simula nung nag-lockdown. Ayan. And yung iba hindi pa namin na-account kasi may mga partners tayo na tinutulungan din. It's about helping each other to get through this. Yan. Teka, basahin lang natin. So maraming salamat po dun sa mga questions ninyo. Kanina may naalala ko, may nag-question regarding dun sa, is there a way for someone to dispute a brand na let's say parang hinapi niya or gano'n?
Okay, baka po ang tawag dito, baka you get confused between logo and branding. So logo, kapag ginaya nyo or very similar, pwede kayo i-demanda. Kunyari nagsabi sila ng yung sa'yo, McDonald's and using the similar logo, yes, pwede kayong mademanda. Pero when it comes to branding, not all brands are the same. Kasi to build brand, you have to be, there's something unique about you. You sell it differently from your competitors. So,
Mm.
hindi pwedeng pareho kayo ng branding. So, an example of that is Adidas and Nike. Adidas and Nike,
Yes.
both are rubber shoes. Both are sneakers. So, they cater to the same market. They cater for athletes, for basketball, tennis, and football.
Yes.
Pero, they have unique selling proposition.
Mhm.
What's the difference? Yung mga Nike and Adidas loyalists dyan, I'm sure you can relate to this. So, if you, a Nike, they're more into basketball and lifestyle shoes. Whereas ang Adidas, they're more popular with soccer, football, with soccer slash football, and um, and running shoes. So,
Mm.
though pareho silang expensive sneakers, expensive rubber shoes, but they have unique in them. This one caters more on the basketball, this one caters more on the soccer. This one is Adidas is more motivational, and then
Yes.
Nike
Like,
is more aspirational. So,
mm,
Nike, if you say
just do it.
what's this? Just do it. So
Yeah.
it's very aspirational. Do it, aspirational.
Now,
Pero sa Adidas naman is very motivational.
occasional.
So uh, if you check their ads, if you check their TV ads or even
Specific.
their magazine ads, yes, or internet ads, their what's this YouTube channels, and you'll
Yes.
see even though they are the same, really head-to-head competitors, there's something unique within this brand because there's no two brand that is exactly the same. You
Yes.
always have what you have something unique in you that no other brand is have. So yun. So
Yes.
yun.
Tama. Thank you for that, for answering that question, Apple. Another one is
Sorry,
this.
medyo
Show mo na lang
mahaba.
sa screen natin. Okay lang, yan. So, then, sabi niya, yan, nakikita mo siya, yung question. Lala here is a mission org. What's your advice about selling different products in one personal store na ang goal is to donate to a mission organization?
Okay. So if it's for mission, create a separate page. Don't make it
Oh,
what's your name, Lala? Don't make it Lala's page tapos nakasulat donate to your Lemo. So don't do
okay.
that because people might think that either baka fake news ka or they will even question your credibility. They have to
Yes.
check on you. Whereas if you'll create your own Lemo page, you can build your own the creativity, the credibility of this company. You can say who the company is, what it's doing, the
Stands
four
for.
W's and one H.
Mm.
The mga teachers very familiar, and the journalists, the four W's and one H.
Right.
Who, what, when, where, and how. So you write it on your Facebook channel or in your Facebook account. Create, and that's how you build brand for your Lemo. Don't use your personal. Yun.
Yes.
That's my advice to you, Lala.
Mm. Ako dati ganyan ako when I was starting in doing digital marketing. Nang ginagawa ko 'yan dati, pero right now I have learned that meron palang ganung klaseng methodology. So I admit may ganyan din ako dati. So that's a very interesting. Thank you to Lala. May mga questions pa ba tayo? The floor is open for your questions. Ito po. Dagdag ko lang to mayroon nag-share ng kanyang experience. Sabi ni Ma'am Marichu de Asis, this topic is also related to us, the entrepreneurship literacy. Wow, salamat po sa acknowledging this session for helping our students na nasa entrepreneurship literacy.
Yes.
It can help. Yeah.
Yes, so Sir Roland, i-add ko lang doon. So if you're into entrepreneurship or you have students,
Yes.
CNA also offers branding workshops. So I do workshops
Opo.
also about branding. It's more intensive. It's a whole day branding experience. So if you want to build brand from scratch, how do you create your mission, vision, and values, yung mga ganon. So we do that we do that kind of workshop at CNA.
Perfect.
And
Mm.
after that, we even do our UX, user experience and user UX UI, so that
Yes.
when you do your website, you learn the Adobe XD, that CNA is also
Yes. Advocating. Actually, tayo yung
advocating, or yeah.
pinakaunang
So
gumawa niyan dito sa Philippines.
yes, so yon. So nagtuturo din po ng Adobe XD to help you with your website. So if there's anything like you're an entrepreneurial or you teach sa mga marketing courses, then maybe you can reach out to Sir Roland and ask him what are the workshops that can help you help your students. Yon.
Yes. Lalo na yung darating nating session for foundations of graphic design. Magkakaroon tayo ng session na ganyan.
Yes.
Ito, may question pa tayo. Galing kay
Sige,
Ma'am
sir.
Caroline Bejo. Ano po ang kadalasan na kaso for illegal use of logo or brand?
Malaki po, malaking pera yung involved. Uh, I, I, sa Philippines lang po, this one is I'll be honest with you, I've been away for 16 years. So I'm not really sure here in the Philippines how extensive our DTI is in following this yung mga nagagaya ng mga logo. Pero abroad po, uh, sobrang delikado. So my advice is, wag kayo pong gumaya ng logo na especially the popular brands.
Yes.
Unang-una po, respeto. Respeto. Let's respect the company who owns it. Kasi the one who owns that logo probably
Spend.
hired a designer, hired an art director, hired a copywriter to build that brand. So nag-invest siya. So irespetohin natin tong company na to for that. Second po, integrity. Kung kukopya po tayo ng logo sa iba, tapos magbebenta tayo, ano yung credibility natin? How can we say that we're selling good products if we ourselves, our logo is copied from something else? Diba?
Yes.
So, credibility. Tapos saka pa lang yung legal, saka nyo naisipin yung legal matters kasi sigurado it's $1 million, especially kung international brand yung kinopya nyo. Honestly, I'm not sure sa Philippines kung gaano ka-extensive si DTI dyan, pero abroad, nakikita yan. Even the use po, isingit ko lang din, no? Even the use of images that you get from Google. When you, like, if you search from Google and you just get the image and then post and use it without acknowledging the photographer or where you got that image, pwede po kayo ma-demanda doon. Napaka it's really a big headache. So please don't go that route. So if possible, kailangan nyo mag-shoot. Pwede naman yung mobile phone nyo, i-shoot nyo, gayahin nyo siguro, gayahin nyo yung layout, but don't get it from Google. Kasi whatever it's still called cheating. You're still a theft, di ba? Nagnakaw ka pa rin. So ayaw mo naman matawag ka na magnanakaw. And yun lang po. So as much as possible, don't pirate music, don't get illegally from Google without acknowledging the photographer. So yun. And don't copy the logo kasi naman, respeto lang. Tsaka yun. Respeto sa kampanya, respeto sa sarili.
Lalo na yung kailangan na lang i-secure yung written permission.
Yes.
Importante ito.
Mga models din, sir. Ma-add ko lang, yung mga models. Lalo na pag bata. Oo, wag lang kayong kuha lang. Don't just take picture of everyone and then publish it.
Model release form.
Oo, kailangan nyo ng model release form. So, baka pwede pamangkin nyo na lang or anak nyo, but not nakakita lang kayo ng, uy, ang cute na bata. Let's take picture of this kid and then let's post it on my Instagram page na, di ba, yun nga. So,
privacy pa tayo nun.
Yan. Yan.
Ito pa, may
Galing.
question pa. Ang dami nating
Yes,
maganda
sir.
yung mga questions sila. When does intellectual property comes when in with regards to branding? Meron tayong office dito sa Philippines na Intellectual Property Office. So, siya ay part ng ating DTI. We have already got meron silang ginagawang campaign ngayon for educating the public. Ako, nakapunta na ako doon sa mga seminar sessions sila. Marami silang mga sessions doon on which you can explore. Ngayon, meron ata silang mga online na ginagawa.
Talaga, sir? Nice.
Yes, sa ano yun, sa IPO. I have good friends of them, lalo na yung mga attorneys doon. Makakilala ko yung mga nandoon. In terms of the very details nito, you can always refer to them. Pero in terms of with regards to branding, siguro pag sinabi nating branding, you have to be very specific on the actual accusation. Diba?
Yes.
Kasi branding is so broad in such a way na para siyang experience, diba?
Yes, kasi it's emotion eh. It's what people say about you eh.
Yes. Yun. May idadagdag ka pa, ako, regarding that?
No, thank you, sir. Mas ikaw ang authority when it comes to the laws of the Philippine laws. Ayun.
Ayan. So ito, right now,
yun.
ito, question natin, yung mga questions pa dito, nakakatuwa. Meron ba daw, balikan daw natin yung tungkol dun sa JT Express. Okay. Kaya sabi ni Ice Bear, so let's discuss about JT Express.
So yun. Ako po, nakita ko siya, I saw that post, pero I'm not sure if it's, baka kasi fake news. Kasi what I did is, I did my own investigation. Pero ako lang, I don't have an investigative team.
Personal lang.
Personal lang. I check their website, I check their Facebook page. Iba yung way nila eh. Naka-uniform sila. Tapos iba yung way of how they handle their products, of their packaging. Parang factory style. So if you check yung nila po, yung website nila and their Facebook channel, you'll see that it's different. They're wearing uniforms and clothes nasa factory, nasa loob ng office, nasa loob ng room, wala sila sa labas. Warehouse. Nasa loob sila ng warehouse, wala sila sa labas. So I'm not really sure if this is an edited thing that they have etong mga tao na to and then they just place the truck. Kasi yung truck static, hindi siya gumagalaw. Yung mga tao lang yung gumagalaw. So meron na siya. So it's a question that I have in my mind na baka fake news kasi iba yung itsura. Edited. So yun lang po yung nakita ko in my own personal investigation. So how about you, Sir Roland? Did you encounter anything of this?
Ako, nakita ko rin yung footage. So based sa nakita ko, hindi pa ako magamit ng mga tools for investigating it. Pero nakita ko naman na meron siyang probable na amateur yung video. It's not very high definition in such a way na kailangan mo pang lagyan ng production value. And then another one, meron din ako nakita isa pang video na nag-surface on people that naka-uniform sila. Pero yung the way they handle the package is ganun din na parang binabato lang nila. So parang nagkaroon din ako ng konting, let's say, insight na kami ganun. Oo. Pero ako, then, dun sa series ngayon, naglabas sila ng statement regarding dun sa kapag naglabas ka ng parang video, parang hidden video na pwede ka naming kasuhan for that, which is and then, meron din sila parang factor na dapat ginawa nila, naggawa sila ng parang a disclaimer na this one is against our policies, our culture.
Yes.
Na we will be investigating this and all that needs to be liable will be liable. So as part of the company, we would like to condemn this act. Parang ganon, di ba? So,
Oo, yes sir, correct.
paano kaya natin sila, for example, tayo yung naging marketing ng
Tayo,
JP. Paano kaya natin sila,
yan. Parang unsolicited advisor. So,
yes,
if we
okay.
give our unsolicited advice to the marketing team, what if I am the marketing manager, what I will do is I will show my face. I'll have a testimonial.
Mm,
I'll show them. I'll video myself and say that, and really kung talagang mali, kung talagang if it's really a fake news, and I will really have the face and I'll really have the courage na
yes.
immediately talaga. So kung lumabas siya 12 midnight, by 8 o'clock in the morning, kasi tulog ako eh. So,
Ah,
so by 8 o'clock in the morning, meron na agad na counter that I'll be in the office and I'll be talking, and then I'll show that this is our facility, this is how we handle. So, meron agad, may counter agad na what you
mm,
saw last night is not what really is happening. So, parang ang tingin ko medyo mabagal yung
tama.
reaction ng marketing if they have a marketing team. If they don't have a marketing team, if anyone of you here is listening right now and they don't have a marketing team, my email is down there.
Alam
My
ko,
email is
hiring
down
sila,
there.
hiring sila eh.
So,
Alam ko, hiring
so
sila.
let them know, and I'm willing to do consult. I'll do consult with them when it comes to branding and handling how to protect their brand. Pero as an unsolicited advice to their marketing team, yes, I will show my face and I will show them that this is our warehouse. This is how it looks. What you saw last night, what you saw yesterday is not right. So yun.
Yes.
So yun.
Yeah.
Agad-agad.
Ako din, baka agad-agad.
Agad-agad.
Kasi if you're really true to your core values, your culture, there's nothing to hide eh. Diba? Tama, di ba? For example, ako, kita nyo, medyo magulo yung buhok ko. There's nothing bad about that, di ba? So this is my normal state, di ba? So I think that's a premise that someone will also appreciate dahil sa you're being very true to your nature.
Yeah.
Tama, di ba? Yun.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So may mga questions pa tayo. Sorry, Apple. May mga, although meron pa
Sige.
tayong, let's say, 6 minutes pa.
Sige,
Question
sir.
from kay Ashley. Tama ba to? What if hindi pa po naka-trademark yung logo ninyo?
Kung maliit pa lang yung company nyo, kasi medyo mahal, I think sir, no? Correct me Sir Roland if I'm wrong, na medyo mahal din magpa-trademark sa Pilipinas ng logo. So if maliit pa naman, hindi pa kumikita ng
Milyon.
not yet na habulin kayo na the government will ask you to pay your taxes. So if it's just
Yes.
a home base naman, so not yet. But if you're earning na and it's sufficient na, talagang you can afford to pay, then give where the credit is due. Sabi nga, 'di ba po, give to Caesar what is for Caesar and give to
Caesar.
Yeah. So, yun. So, kung ano yung, di ba, si Caesar si gobyerno ko, ano yung para sa gobyerno, let's give it to them. Pero kung maliit pa naman, ang annual kita nyo lang is 20,000 pesos. I don't think, I don't think naman na kailangan nyo siyang i-trademark agad-agad. Yun.
Yun. Another question is this, sabi ni Ice Fair. How about yung mga designs sa Canva? Usually kasi free yung ibang designs. Wala na ba magiging copyright issues doon?
For Canva, they're really giving some of that backgrounds for free. Maganda kung mag-subscribe kayo kasi kunyari matagal na kayong gumagamit ng Canva. So, kumbaga, bigyan nyo naman ng opportunity yung Canva na kumita din, kahit konti. Mura lang naman din ang Canva. So,
yes.
And take advantage. Kasi si Canva, aside from they're giving you backgrounds, they have, you can use that on your social media, you can do it through your EDMs, you can have your electronic direct marketing, direct mails. So, you can have those you can get those free from Canva. So take advantage of Canva. Kung kaya nyo naman pong magbayad ng konti lang naman ang bayad sa Canva, good. Para magamit nyo lahat ng ino-offer nila. Yon.
Yan, tama po. Ayan. Tama po, may nagbanggit dito si Sir Early. Tama po, hindi naman sobrang mahal talaga nung pagpaparegister ng inyong logo o ng inyong trademark. So to lang hindi siya aabot ng around, hindi siya aabot ng sobrang mahal. Parang last time nung chinek ko around sabi I may be wrong on this, parang nasa 4,000 parang nasa 4,000 pesos.
Oh, well, if it's 4,000 pesos and you think you can afford and you really like your logo, you ask a designer to create that, and there's a story behind that logo, hindi lang siya logo, but really there's a story behind that. So I would suggest that if you can afford the 4,000, I was thinking mga 25,000. So if it's
Hindi
only
naman.
4,000 and you can afford it, then hold on to your logo na. Baka may gumaya pa. Mas mabuti na yung nasa iyo na yon if you can afford to trademark it. Yan.
Tsaka mas aggressive sila ngayon sa DTI IPO na ipa-register mo na siya agad. Kasi nga alam nila na magbo-boom yung industry ng mga micro tsaka small businesses eh. So it's also a way for them to generate income on the agency itself, and also to empower the micro to small medium enterprises.
Yes.
A win-win scenario for both parties.
Yes. Tsaka maganda yun, when you're selling your kutsintana, you have your logo, di ba? People will easily recognize your brand. And you create your own color, you'll have your own tagline, yung mga ganon. So, building brand is really, it's really fun. Building brand will take time, but it's really fun. I'm a brand builder. Building brand is my passion. So when I talk about branding, it's really from my heart. What I'm sharing with you is my experience. It's my love for the craft. It's my love for branding, for advertising, for digital marketing. Yon.
Last question. Ito.
Sige, sir.
Medyo natuwa ako dito sa question na to. Ayan. Sabi ni Sir Jerry Perenya, K-pop fans brand themselves as ARMY.
As sir? ARMY.
ARMY. Pero hindi naman sila sundalo. The revised penal code it's based sa sa revised penal code. It's a misrepresentation ng authority. What are your thoughts about this?
Colloquial kasi yung paggamit ng TikTok with the word ARMY. Initial thoughts ko po personal initial thought ko would be if they use ARMY, capital A, capital A-R-M-Y, capital A-R-M-Y, and Helvetica bold. I think that's Helvetica new bold, yung font ni ARMY.
Yes.
If they're using the same font and they're using the brand color of ARMY, of our Philippine Army, then yes, pwede sila i-demanda. Pwede, they are violating our constitution. Pero if they're using it as part of the sentence, like we are the TikTok army,
BTS army,
lowercase ARMY. Tapos minsan may open close
Comic Sans
parenthesis.
pa.
Comic Sans. Alam nyo na hindi designer yung nagsulat nun kapag naka-Comic Sans. So siguro hindi na sila madedemanda. Pero kapag ginamit nila the colors, the fonts, tapos may camouflage background pa, yung the typical branding, if they copy the typical branding of ARMY, then yes, they are violating our constitution.
Yes, lalo na pag may word na Philippine tapos ARMY pa, di ba?
Ay, yes, sir. Oo. Pero kung ARMY lang, they can argue that it's a generic, it's a generic word.
Ayun. So, nag-follow up si Sir Early Passion, sabi niya 2,592 po yung fee, additional 600 yata if you include color font dun sa pagpa-file ninyo ng inyong So, to be, parang lang, so actually tama pa yung estimation ko pa rin, 4,000. Kasi syempre kakain ka, pupunta ka doon.
Kasama pala pag-Jollibee at saka pagbili ng Coke.
So gastos kayo mga 4,000. Siyempre, pupunta pa kayo dun sa office, tapos mamasahe kayo. So, sabihin natin 4,000.
Sir, wala ba yung online? Can we apply that online?
Yun ang hindi ko pa sure ngayon. I would check with IPO kung pwede siyang online. Kasi, naman yun eh. Merong
mas
mga
makakatipid.
Yes. So baka maging 3,000 na lang.
Yan.
Ayun.
Yeah.
Ayan, so meron pa bang
So,
ano? Meron pa bang mga questions kayo? Ayan, so mention lang si Ice Bear, sabi niya, yung Canva was created. Tama po, Canva was created by a Filipino Australian. Tama po kayo.
yes, very ano siya, nasa Forbes ka,
Melanie Perkins.
billionaire na siya, na feature si the feature si girl. I forgot her name. Pero she was
Melanie
featured
Perkins.
in an article. And even in CNN, I think she was featured in CNN. She was a
When she was
Filipino Australian.
when she was nung nag-launch ang Canva dito sa Philippines, I was with her nung I had the privilege to talk with her nung lumabas dito sa Canva. Kaya kaya saka actually friend ko siya sa Facebook. Wow. Okay.
Oh, ayan.
Okay.
Facebook. Yan.
Ito isa na lang, sorry talaga. May mga
Sige lang. Hindi, okay lang, sir.
Medyo maaga pa naman tayo, 6:03, para mas marami tayong ma-serve ng mga tao.
Okay lang naman, sir.
Ito yung question.
Sige pa.
Paano naman po yun nangyari sa Louis Vuitton Duck restaurant po? Mabigyan niyo nga kami ng context, ano yung sabihin ng Louis Vuitton Duck restaurant? Ginaya nila yung Louis Vuitton na logo, tapos restaurant siya? Hindi ko alam
Ayan. Ako rin, sir, medyo hindi ako familiar dyan sa situation. I honestly haven't heard about that. So is it like a restaurant and named it Louis Vuitton using the same logo, using the same leather, gold, the same feel? Tapos ginawa nila ba siya na restaurant?
Sige, tingnan natin. Bigyan natin ng scenario to. What if kung ganon, and what if kung iba naman yung colors, iba yung ginamit na attack doon sa visuals, pero ang pangalan na Louis Vuitton Restaurant. Sige, gawa tayo ng dalawang scenario.
Sige. So kung sir, kung kunyari it's a restaurant, una, the original Louis Vuitton in Paris, they don't have a restaurant, di ba po? If I'm not mistaken, leather goods lang talaga sila. So they don't have a restaurant. Yung restaurant ba na to na nasa assuming nasa Pilipinas ha. So kunyari nasa Pilipinas. So it's in the Philippines. And then pangalan lang ba o pati yung mga upholstery nila, mga wall decor nila, pinaglalagay ba nila ng LV?
Yun. So, yun, maari yun. Isa yung sa senaryo natin. As in talagang sobrang kopya siya. As in sobrang kopya, down to the details, kahit yung font. Sigurado, meron silang kalalagyan. Pero, technically, pag in-offer nila as Louis Vuitton restaurant, hindi siya umiexacto dun sa vinyl na di ba? Na name mismo. Maaari kasing sabihin na, this one is inspired.
Yes. Pwedeng similar yung logo, pero the branding is different.
Yes.
Tsaka magkaiba talaga sila ng enterprise eh. The other one is consumer durables, mga bag, tapos yung isa food industry. So magkaiba sila ng industry. So hindi. Tsaka I think sir, if I may add also, like Louis Vuitton, we know that there's a lot of fake leather goods, product to product from China, di ba po? We know. But and Louis Vuitton is really pushing that. Talagang they suing, they do their efforts. Pero hindi naman naaapektuhan ang sales nila. Why? Why is it that kasi hindi naman direct competition tong mga fake goods from China. The one who's buying a 500,000 Louis Vuitton bag is not the same target market as those who buy in Green Hills na tag to 2,000 pesos. So magkaiba yung target market nila. So for Louis Vuitton marketing team, idemanda nila yung China. Pero they would not exert too much effort going to Green Hills and hulihin. Bahala na lang yung local government ng Philippines na maghuli doon. Pero me as Louis Vuitton, I don't care about you. I can sell my 500,000 peso leather goods.
And another thing on that kasi is you can treat it as a blessing din. Bakit? Kasi someone is doing you free marketing.
Free marketing.
Actually, free marketing.
Double-edged sword yun, sir.
Yes, yes. Kasi
Double-edged
una,
sword din.
pag sinabing ganito double-edged siya, pero pag nakita mo na, kunyari bumili ka ng peking Louis Vuitton, di ba? Tapos nasira agad. Isipin mo, hindi talaga maganda yung peking Louis Vuitton. And then, the next one is pag bumili ka na pag kaya mo nang bumili ng authentic na Louis Vuitton, makikita mo, iba pala talaga ang authentic na Louis Vuitton.
Amoy pa lang. Ulam na.
Diba? Yan. So, na-confirm na si Ashley, yung nagtanong kanina tungkol dun sa Louis Vuitton na restaurant. Yes po. So, tama yung ating assumption.
Okay po.
South Korean restaurant po siya na ginamit mismo yung branding and logo ng Louis Vuitton.
Okay. Hindi siya Philippines. Thank you po for sharing that.
Thank you for that. Si Ma'am Caroline Beho, sabi niya, South Korean restaurant po siya na ginamit mismo yung branding at logo ng Louis Vuitton. So, yan. In that case, paano kaya natin siya titignan? As branding?
As marketers, no? As a brand, ginaya talaga. Pero magkaiba pa rin kasi ng segment, no? So, if you're the marketing manager, dedemanda mo ba siya? Kapareho po yung logo. As in, parang pinalabas nila, they make it like it's a restaurant of Louis Vuitton.
Probably meron sigurong grounds for them kasi siguro kasi the name Louis Vuitton itself, it's associated to the brand. Pero ayan, sabi ni Ma'am Caroline again, opo, tama. So tama, isip sabihin, parehong-pareho yung lahat, pero nilagyan lang ng restaurant sa dulo.
Yun. I think may grounds, sir. Sir Roland, I think there will be grounds para
There will be a possible incarceration, possible lawsuit. Pero syempre kailangan din lang tignan muna kung hanggang saan yung boundaries nun. Kasi magkaiba yung market segments, mga ganung bagay. Yes. Yan, sabi nagbayad na daw siya ng damages. Ayan, so nagbayad pala ng damages kasi talagang it's damaging to the brand itself.
Oo.
Yeah. So, thank you po.
Thank you po for sharing that. This really a good exchange sa atin. Yes. Ang ganda po. Salamat po.
Okay. So
yan, maraming salamat. Maraming salamat for you. Ayan, thank you po for sharing your time with Sir Roland and I this afternoon. So bago ko kayo ibalik kay Sir Roland, I just want to personally thank you for your time, and I hope po na all of you will have a blessed Sunday tomorrow, have a blessed weekend, and I just pray that all of us will be safe during this pandemic. So thank you so much po.
Thank you, Apple.
Thank you.
I'm just going to switch on my screen. So I'm going to give you the requirements kung paano tayo makakapag-process ng ating certificate. So right now, ito yung ating requirements kanina, di ba? Ulitin ko lang. Ito yung lahat ng kailangan natin. And ito yung ating URL. Ito yung ating address para makakuha kayo o makapag-file kayo for the registration ng ating certificate. So if you go to tinyurl.com, sorry, nabusog na ako.
Okay lang, sir.
/2020 brands. Pag pinuntahan nyo yung URL na yan, doon nyo mapaprocess yung inyong certificate. Okay, ganito po. Kapag nag-process kayo ng certificate, talagay nyo lang dyan yung mga information nyo such as, this one is evaluation form na rin. Meron na siyang evaluation form for Apple. And then, yung susunod na information po sa screen, yung susunod na section, paki-take note po yung lahat ng itatype nyo doon would be reflected on your certificate. So, ibig sabihin, ingatan po natin na kapag nilagay natin doon sa name is tama po yung name na inilagay natin, pati yung title ng workshop o ng webinar. Kasi pag nilagay nyo dyan, Creative Nation Academy. So, iba yung lalabas dun sa sa certificate. Yon. So, yun po. Kailangan yung fill upan siya sa kung anong tama na gusto nyong lumabas sa certificate nyo. Tama po ba?
Kasi sir, may question ako doon. Sir, paano what if I registered using my email address, and my email address is xyz.gmail.com. Pwede ko,
Yes.
when I go to the tiny URL, can I write my real name?
Yes. Kailangan
No
talaga.
conflict, no conflict. Okay pa.
Wala,
I'm
wala.
just checking, so
Oo.
there's no conflict.
Tapos kailangan yung email address nyo talagang accessible nyo yung email address nyo kasi email po yan automatic nung form. So wala na po yung dadaanan na tao. Diretso po yan mag-email sa inyo. Kung merong konting delay po, this would be caused by ang daming request. Kasi no last time, merong nag-request sa amin nasa 800 plus on the
Oh.
given time. Binlock kami ni Google, pati yung form. Kasi akala nila,
Oh.
denial of service attack. So ganito po, ito pong workshop na to would be good until July 3. Ibig sabihin, pwede kayo mag-file, pwedeng bukas, pwedeng susunod na araw. Basta before, after July 3 na, hindi na kayo pwede mag-file. Okay? Yan. So, naiintindihan na nila. Again, maraming salamat po. This has been Creative Nation Academy together with Apple Hermino, our Associate Creative Trainer, Extraordinaire, Creative Director, and kaya medyo dumarating na yung effect ng sugar sa akin. So kaya po. As part of Creative Nation, thank you for giving us the time for you to listen, to learn, and I hope to see you on the next session. Marami po tayong session na lalabas.
Yes po.
So, okay? So kung baka may mga questions pa kayo, I'll be here for 5 minutes. Apple, you can, if you have something to do, I'll just cover for you.
Sige po. If you still have questions, just post it online, and Sir Roland and I will be there to answer your questions pa. So no worries, I'll try to answer as much as I can. But again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with us, and God bless all.
Ay, Apple, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Ano daw yung full, may na-question, ano daw full name mo? Full name mo daw.
My full name,
Kalimutan nila.
when you say full, you can, if you want to email me, you can just go to Apple Hermino. That's AppleHermino @gmail.com. Sige
Yeah.
po.
So ito yung full name ni Ma'am, ni Apple Hermino. Yeah.
Yan.
Tapos anong email address ko kanina?
Yan din po, Apple Hermino, just lowercase @gmail.com.
Gmail.
Yan.
Kasi baka nagkasagot na sila ng form. Nagkasagot na
Sige
sila
po.
ng form. Tapos hindi nila alam kung ano.
Sige po. Okay lang po. And then if you have questions even after the session, then if I can answer it, and I really do my best to answer your queries.
Tsaka pwede nyo rin siyang isend sa ating Creative Nation page. Pwede nyo rin
Yes. Apo. Para mas mabilis po makita, you can post it through the Creative Nation Academy page, CNA page sa Facebook.
Yes.
And sa YouTube din.
YouTube din. Ito po. Sige. Okay. Ayan. So, I think let's bid goodbye to everyone.
Happy
Sige
weekend
po.
po.
Happy weekend. And
Happy weekend. God bless us all.
God bless.
Keep safe.
Bye. Thanks, Apple.
Bye. Salamat, sir.